지금 얘기할까요? 잠시 후에 2023학년도 교원 영어 말하기 대회를 시작할 건데요. 1, 2학년 교실에 각반 학생 2명씩 방청을 내려와야 되는데 아직 안 온 학생들이 있거든요. 지금 내려보내주시기 바랍니다. 미르나래실로 각반에서 2명씩 영어 말하기 대회 방청 학생 지금 내려보내주세요.
이어서 맞기만 하자. 이어서 맞기만 하자. 이어서 맞기만 하자. 어때? 이어서 맞기만 하자.
아, 엄마. 아, 프리스타일. 너무
이거다. 여기 안 돼. 이거 안 돼. 바닥이
이거 내가 끌고 왔어요.
근데 한 명이 안 하게 돼서
선생님 거는 하잖아. 준혁이는 한다.
지금 하고요.
또 다른 애가 안
그래서 힘들고부터 그냥 하면 2학년 한 명이 빠졌어요. 그 선생님 시작할 때 이거 말씀.
그게 편이었네. 그럼 교실은 어떻게?
교실에 1학년 학번에 2명씩 뽑았어요.
1학년 7반 8반만 내려와달라고.
1학년 7반 8반이요?
아, 선생님.
1학년 7반 8반 영어 말하기 대회 방청 학생 지금 미르나래실로 즉시 내려와 주길 바랍니다. 1학년 1반도 2명 지금 내려와 주세요.
여기에 될 거야.
방송할 때는 여기로 말을 해야 저기로.
아, 그래?
선생님 뭐 중요한 말씀하실 때도.
지금 말해도 돼?
네.
그럼 나도 사회를 볼 때 이걸로 해야 되나? 격려사 하고 할 때. 교장 선생님 말씀하시고.
네?
앞에 말씀하실 때
추첨했네.
앞에 말씀하실
예, 가위바위보. 시작하시면 돼요. 시작하면 될까요?
말씀하실 때도 이걸로
이걸로
하셔야
하면
돼요.
되나?
네.
이거 하지 말고?
아니 2개 다 해요.
2개 다 해야 돼? 어디다?
꽂아주세요.
꽂아줘. 내가 알아서 할게 그러면.
그 마이크가 이쪽으로 향해 돼야지 가운데
이거 두 개 다.
이쪽으로.
오케이. 어디다가 꽂을까? 요쯤? 여기쯤?
하신 다음에 그 주머니.
이렇게. 나 금방 뽑을 거라서 교장 선생님 말씀 금방 하실 거거든.
아, 교장선 말씀하실 때도 이거
잘할게. 네가 좀 해주라. 시작해도 되겠지? 시작해도 되겠죠? 네, 안녕하세요. 지금부터 2023학년도 대원 영어 말하기 대회를 시작하겠습니다. 네. 네, 먼저 교장 선생님 격려의 말씀이 있겠습니다.
선생님 이거 마이크 선생님 이거 장착하셔야 돼요. 이걸 해야지 라이브 방송에 마이크 나가지고. 여기 잠시만요.
네. 안녕하세요. 오늘이 날씨가 제일 추운 날이라 그러는데 여기 발표하는 11명이 있는데 굉장히 떨리기도 하는데 날씨까지 추워갖고 원래 자기가 갖고 있는 역량을 다 발휘할 수 있을지 잘 안 돼요. 걱정이 됩니다. 하여간 떨지 말고 자기가 갖고 있는 그러한 준비한 원고 내용을 암기해서 하는 거고 자막으로 좀 보여줄 거지만 경청하는 사람들이 잘 들어야 됩니다. 경청이 제대로 안 되면 이 발표자가 더 긴장을 하게 되어 있습니다. 그래. 지금 해를 거듭할수록 영어 말하기 대회가 점점 업그레이드 되고 있는데 더 좋은 실력자들이 나타나서 대원고등학교도 대원국제중, 대원외고 못지않게 영어에 대한 관심 있는 학생들도 많고 또 어디에 가서도 손색이 없는 그러한 학생들이다라는 것을 보여줬으면 좋겠습니다. 오늘 추운데 고생 많이 하겠습니다. 떨지 말고 파이팅!
잠깐만 또 쓸게요. 오늘 심사위원은 영어과의 이종현 선생님과 강성호 선생님께서 맡아주시겠습니다. 대회 진행 순서는 1학년 먼저 5명 발표하고 2학년 6명 발표하는 걸로 할 건데요. 순서가 1학년 장재영, 전상훈, 김정욱, 안유온, 박준혁 하고 바로 이어서 2학년 박서준, 노현석, 김태원, 김민석, 김동희, 이현루 학생의 순서로 그렇게 진행을 하도록 하겠습니다. 네, 맨 처음 발표할 학생 준비해 주세요.
이거 바지 주머니.
처음 안 그랬으면 들고 자연스럽게
오늘 그냥 PPT 한번 해요.
PDF.
PDF 이거지?
네. 연결된 거죠?
네네.
Hello, my name is Jaeyoung Jang from Daewon High School, and today I'm going to talk about the solution to reduce plastic waste. Before we talk about it, I'm going to talk about the table of contents. This is summary of my speech. Firstly, I'm going to look at the warning about environmental pollution. Secondly, I'm going to look at the current serious plastic problem. Lastly, I'm gonna tell you how to reduce this plastic problem. Do you know the book Silent Spring? This book was written in 1962 by Dr. Carson. In this book, she warned the environmental pollution caused by the overuse of pesticides. After her warning, some people became interested in environmental pollution, and they tried to preserve the environment, but the majority of people keep developing the environment but for their convenience rather than the environmental preservation. As a result, the various environmental problems such as ocean layer destruction, natural disaster, and global warming have occurred. The most serious environmental problem in recent years is plastic. Humans dump 8 million tons of plastic into the ocean every year, creating the plastic islands in the ocean. But the microbes are emerging as a solution for this problem. A Japanese research team has discovered a microbe called Indionella sakaiensis that breaks down the plastic. When they attach to plastic, they produce an enzyme called peptidase that breaks down the plastic. But they have a fatal problem. The problem is that the rate at which the enzyme is produced is very slow compared to plastic production, which is constantly thrown away. So, I came up with a new solution for this problem. The solution is increasing the micropopulation. When the microfertility increases, the micropopulation also increases. Microbes have a characteristic that the propagation of microbes is promoted when the temperature rises within a specific temperature range. The temperature at which the microbes reproduce most actively is called the optimum temperature. Ultimately, if the population is increased by studying the optimum temperature of Indionella sakaiensis, the plastic can be decomposed well. And fundamentally, I want the people around the world to reduce their use of single-use items, including the plastic. From the past, humans have indiscriminately harmed the natural environment of the earth. Therefore, humans must take responsibility for what they have done. Humans must continue to pay attention to environmental pollution and solve it until the earth is no longer sick. I, who dream of becoming a life science researcher in the future, also plan to explore the ways to reduce the environmental pollution caused overuse of pesticides and grow the organisms, such as microorganisms. Thank you for listening to my speech.
자켓 열어줄래? 단좀 잠깐.
네, 방금 1학년 5반 진행하고 있는 1학년 9반 전상훈 학생이 발표하셨습니다.
Good morning, everyone. Let me briefly introduce myself. I'm Changwon Jun from the Daewon High School, which has a lot of nice students. The presentation will focus on addressing our growing environmental concerns, pathways to sustainable solutions. Before beginning my presentation, this is my summary to help your understanding. Today, I'll tell you about an issue that has become increasingly urgent and cannot be ignored any longer in our environment. It is no secret that our planet is facing a multitude of environmental challenges, from climate change and destruction of the forests to pollution and loss of biological diversity. These issues threaten not only the delicate balance of our ecosystems, but also the very well-being of current and future generations. However, amid these challenges, there exists a ray of hope, a pathway towards sustainable solution that can lead us to a healthier planet. In advance, I say the state of our environment. As we all know, the environmental distress are evident everywhere. Rising global temperatures are causing glaciers to melt, sea levels to rise, and extreme weather events to become more frequent and severe. The destruction of the forest is robbing us of crucial carbon sinks and biologically diverse, rich habitats. Pollution, whether it's in the form of air, water, or soil, with the process of making something dirty or toxic, poses direct threats to human health and ecosystems. The loss of biological diversity further disrupts the complicated web of life that sustains us all. We need to embrace sustainable solutions to address these real environmental issues. I'd like to talk about some urgent things we need to do now. Firstly, is renewable energy transition. One of the most impactful ways to fight climate change is through a shift towards renewable energy sources, such as solar, wind, and water power. Investing in and encouraging these technologies will reduce our dependence on fossil fuels and significantly decrease greenhouse gas emissions. Secondly, is circular economy. Transitioning to the economy model, where the resources are used efficiently and waste is minimized, can reduce pollution and elevate the burden of our environment. This involves rethinking how we produce, consume, and dispose of goods. Last but not least, there is education and advocacy. Raising awareness about environmental issues and encouraging sustainable practices among individuals, communities, and businesses can lead to significant behavioral changes and create a culture of environmental stewardship. In conclusion, let me sum up my points. The environmental challenges we face demand immediate attention and action. However, rather than being overwhelmed, we should view these challenges as opportunities for innovation and collaboration. By embracing sustainable solutions, we can pave a way for a brighter and healthier future for ourselves and generations to come. It is a responsibility we owe to our planet, to each other, and to the diverse life forms that call the Earth their home. Let us work hand in hand, across borders and boundaries, to create a world where environmental harmony and human progress coexist. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Thank you so much for paying attention.
네, 1학년 9반 전상훈 학생이었고요. 이제 1학년 1반 김정우 학생 발표가 있겠습니다.
단추 좀 단추. 단추 어디? 그 밑에 거. 밑에 거 여기 풀으라고? 옆을? 오케이.
Hello everyone, I'm Kim Jung-wook from Class 1, Grade 1 at Daewon High School. I'm thrilled to be participating in the 2023 Daewon High School English Speaking Contest. Today, I'd like to talk about a topic that's very close to my heart, my dream. In today's world, we often hear lots of distressing news. It's been over a year since Russia and Ukraine became stuck in a war. People from both countries are facing the uncertain reality of a conflict that could end at any moment. Recently, as the conflict between Israel and Hamas has erupted, innocent victims have been created in the Gaza Strip. Rather than showing any signs of calming down, this conflict appears to be more expanding and deepening. Moreover, we are witnessing unusual climate changes affecting the entire globe. Natural disasters have led to countless lives lost in many countries. The issue of global warming is becoming more severe, and unfortunately, there is no guarantee it will improve. Some experts even argue that the chance to reverse the damage has already slipped away. Amidst these challenging times, many countries are more becoming divided and conflict-ridden. South Korea is no exception. Conflicts can be easily found everywhere, including between social classes, rich and poor, men and women, and generations, etc. However, in spite of these challenges, I hold on to my dream. I have a dream. It's a society where people trust and cooperate to solve social issues. As we build this bridge of trust, we pave the way for a future where differences become strengths, not obstacles. However, as you know, this is not an easy task. It may not come true within my lifetime or even during the course of humanity. Yet, when I think about marathon runners, I find inspiration. They do not solely focus on the finish line in front of them. Instead, they pour their effort into their each steps by driving a goal that transcends a physical marker. I aspire to learn like them, to keep running towards my dream, even if the finish line isn't visible and I don't know when I cross it. So, I ask you to stay with me until the end, supporting me along the way. As I take the first step towards my dream, I'm reminded of the words of John F. Kennedy. Only those who dare to fail greatly can achieve greatly. Despite the uncertainty, I'm determined to embrace challenges. I'm committed to never giving up on my dream, and I will continue this journey in silence. This journey won't be a sprint. There will be stumbles, moments of doubt, and even detours that lead us off the beaten path. But just like the marathon runners, learn from their stumbles and adjust their pace, we can learn from our mistakes, pick ourselves up, and keep moving forward. So, let's join this journey. Let's be the generation that chooses we over me, the generation that paints the world with the vibrant colors of the cooperation and understanding. Remember, it's not about reaching the finish line first, but about reaching it together. Together, we can weave a society where the hope is the banner we carry and the trust is a track that leads us unity. Thank you.
아이고.
네, 1학년 1반 김정욱 학생이었고요. 그 다음에는 1학년 6반 안유원 학생 발표가 있겠습니다.
Hello, I'm An Yu-on, and today I will talk about my dream. And this is my summary. My dream is to become a person who can take care of people and help them. And my goal is to achieve this dream through my job as a doctor. In fact, after reading Jang Gi-ra's book before I became a high school student, I dreamed of becoming a doctor for a while because it was inspiring that he prioritized patients over himself. However, I discovered that the job of a doctor requires a lot of responsibility. And I eventually gave up on my dream of becoming a doctor because I lacked the courage at that time. Afterwards, while contemplating my dream, I watched a drama called Dr. Romantic and rekindled my dream of becoming a doctor. The drama revolves around the main character Kim Sa-woo and various other characters. Kim Sa-woo, the main character, is not only a doctor with excellent surgical skills, but also a doctor who values the patient's life more than his own interests. Observing the main character, I considered him the most ideal doctor in the world, and simultaneously I aspired to be a doctor. I didn't fully grasp responsibility when I was young, but I realized its weight during high school, and my passion for becoming a doctor whereas I attempted to the responsibility that troubled me in my youth. However, there were many aspects in which I felt inadequate for the role of a doctor. And after the final exam of the first semester, I felt disheartened, contemplating whether I should give up on my studies. At that point, my parents encouraged me never to give up on my pursuit, so I decided not to easily abandon my dream. Of course, the journey is extremely challenging. I still vividly remember this commitment. Though I am striving to turn my wish into reality, I'm sure most of you have dreams, and while some may be achievable with ease, others might be dauntingly difficult. Nonetheless, I believe we shouldn't abandon our dreams simply because they are challenging. It's crucial to persevere, try harder, and I will persist to extremely challenging. Regardless of the dreams or goals you have, I believe you can achieve them if you work hard without giving up. That concludes my presentation.
안요은 학생이었고요. 그 다음은 1학년 6반 박준혁 학생의 발표가 이어지겠습니다.
Hello, I am Jin Park. Today, I will present action plans to overcome the current energy crisis. I think now is the time for everyone to have serious discussions about the environment. Nowadays, we continuously destroy the environment in order to exploit and make the most of our resources. Of course, there is no doubt that these are important resources for us now, but we are overusing those precious resources. Therefore, I chose this topic with the idea that we should use this experience as an opportunity to think about what kind of efforts we should make in our daily lives to overcome resource depletion. This is my summary. Currently, our main energy source is fossil fuel. However, fossil fuels will run out within 50 to 200 years. To solve this problem, we need to reduce the use of fossil fuels. So, we are working on converting to sustainable energy sources like solar power. This fuel depletion problem is exacerbated by people's excessive use of energy. For example, we leave the TV on when we are not watching or keep the air conditioner running unnecessarily. The first method I suggest to reduce such energy usage is solar panel installation. When solar panels are installed on the roof or wall of a building, electricity is generated from sunlight, helping us use energy more efficiently by reducing energy consumption when we use electricity. The second is to limit the minimum cooling temperature. When we use air conditioners or heaters, we often operate them more than necessary. If these heating and cooling temperatures are limited to an appropriate level, fuel consumption can be reduced. In fact, according to the International Energy Agency, simple measures such as limiting the maximum cooling temperature to between 18 and 24 degrees can result in significant energy savings. The third is to the habit of turning the lights off. Sometimes we don't turn off the lights in our rooms when we are at home or when we go out. We overlook its impact to the extent that we don't even think how it affects the environment. However, contrary to our expectations, the act of not turning the lights off wastes more power than expected. In fact, other countries have announced countermeasures such as not turning the lights off. For structures and making stores turn off their lights after 10 p.m. Next, the fourth is to unplugging unused electronics. We often unplug our homes. It is said that if you develop the habit of unplugging unused electronics, you can save up to 10% of your home's total power consumption. Isn't it amazing how much energy we can save just by practicing these little habits? Through this research, I will try to become a person who saves energy in the future. Let's overcome the energy crisis together. By putting in these efforts in our daily lives, our small efforts will go a long way towards saving energy. Thank you for listening to my action plans to overcome the current energy crisis. Thank you.
이것으로 1학년 학생들 발표를 마치겠고요. 잠시 소속 시간을 잠시 가지고 그다음에 2학년으로 이어지겠습니다. 잠깐만 기다리세요.
내가 한번 해볼까? 네.
왜 이렇게 풍경이 가는 거야?
갔다 와. 화장실 가야 되면 정신 차려볼까요?
나 너무 떨려.
일로 빨리 리허설해. 왜 사냐고. 왜 사냐고. 나 이야기 보고 오는 거야. 네, 양이 보면은 김정은
지인형 이하나 지인형 너시 말고 난 자켓 입혔지로 아니 안돼
제가 제일 다른
서준아 잠깐만 일로 와봐. 서준아 얘 잠깐 얘한 번만 입혀봐. 이거 맞을 것 같아. 그러면 얘 하고 너 이거 어떻게 다 입을 수 없냐 그 목줄?
연락 떨려?
그다음에 이거 쓴데 더 입는 거 아니야? 얘 목줄 줘. 말하시야 돼. 가서
긴장할 거 일부러 갖다 놓은 거야. 그런 소주 신경대야. 되게 긴장할까 봐.
아니야 이거 약간 마시면 졸리면서 내가 여긴가 저 생각이 너무 가라앉으면 아니가 미치네. 그래서 안 먹는 거야. 아니 이거 먹으면 약간 처음 먹어보면
여기 마이크랑
약간 운동해졌을 때 졸리지만 체질 확 올라서 어떤 상태인지 몰라서 먹어서 그냥
인간적인 원이 궁금한데 멍 차시면 모르는데 실상에서 한 개.
내가 이거 먹을 때
근데
그러니까 잘 모르겠어서 맞죠?
절 격으로 돼 있는 거야. 가봐야 돼.
울지마 이거 절
그러면
됐어 이제
그래서 한번 걸어가지고 마음속에 있는 거 사버려요.
자, 학생들 자리에 앉아주세요.
해야지 이런 인간적인
박수 부탁드립니다.
아니 말씀 생각이 안 돼.
기분 좀 달아주세요.
많이 잘해요
그러면 지금부터 1학년 6명 발표자 영어 말하기 대회 발표를 시작하겠습니다. 첫 번째로 2학년 7반
Hi, my name is Park Sejun, and today I'm going to give a presentation titled One and Only Earth. This is the three important things that I emphasize today. Environmental pollution is ongoing and unsolvable problem. But we just barely hold out, the situation getting worse. Environmental protection and energy conservation are some of the means to slow deterioration. We're in danger. Environmental pollution eventually affects the climate. Global temperatures are rising. usable resources are disappearing and the forests are being destroyed. However, people are not aware of its seriousness. Describing one of them, people consider rising global temperature 0.5 to 2 degrees Celsius as just little change, but this is not simple problem. In human's body, rising temperature only one degree we get sick, and Earth is the very same. Even if rising global temperature just a little bit, the damage that the Earth gets will be similar to the damage when we get fever. So therefore, we have to slow deterioration. And how many ways to save the Earth do you know, and do you practice it? The ways that we're already knowing are using tumbler, recycling, and turning off the lights, and so on. So now I'm going to talk about the way you maybe have hardly heard. First of all, email. Probably many of you don't know that email could greatly affect on the environment. Averagely, each email in your email box emits 4 grams of CO2. In developed countries, the average person who is sending and receiving emails emits more than 100 kilograms of CO2 per year, and which is equivalent to the amount of CO2 produced by driving 300 kilometers by car. And then waste drop. Many people throw their remaining drugs into their bin. However, it can be a problem. Largely, it impacts not only environment, but also human health. When the drug is broken down, which causes water pollution, and plankton in water eat drug, and small fish eat them, and bigger fish eat them, and over, and finally people fish them. It's the same as the people those waste drug, and it may not be cool. So we have to take our remaining drugs to a pharmacy or a public health center. Finally, food problem. We have to think about low carbonated diets. Low carb diets is diets that minimizes carbon emissions in all processes, from food productions to packaging, processing, transportation, cooking, and disposal of food waste after eating. According to the FAO, food-related CO2 emissions account for 30% of total greenhouse gas emissions. So we had better buy food with low carbon certification mark. In closing, to save the earth, our endeavor is essential. Just looking at this summer, maybe everyone felt the seriousness of climate change. So save us, Earth, and save us. Thank you.
2학년 7반 박서준 학생이었고요. 그 다음은 2학년 4반 노현석 학생이 발표하겠습니다.
Hello everyone, my name is Do Hyun-seo, and the topic of my presentation is about my dream, biotechnology researcher, a hero who saves the world. The manuscript summary is like this. The table of contents consists of 3 parts: biotechnology, my dream, and my role model. First topic, what is the biotechnology? The definition of biotechnology is a field of study that investigates the principles of activities of living organisms and applies them beneficially to humans. Biotechnology contributes to society in various fields. First, gene therapy has revolutionized the medical field by improving the prevention and treatment of genetic diseases. Second, we can use genetic engineering technology to improve plant productivity and solve food shortages. Third, we can use biotechnology to develop new drugs and support the prevention of diseases. First, DNA analysis, which is used to identify criminals. It plays an important role in criminal investigations and contributes to improving public safety. These examples demonstrate the positive impact of life science in different areas of society. Second topic, my dream. My dream is to become a biotechnology researcher. A biotechnology researcher is a profession that literally studies biotechnology, developing new drugs, and conducting many researches. I have been interested in our bodies since childhood. I wondered what would happen to our bodies while we were alive. While learning about the human body during science class, I began to develop an interest in life science, and along with the desire to directly study our bodies, I am dreaming of becoming a biotechnology researcher. Today, there are many people suffering from incurable diseases that are difficult to treat with current medical technologies. My heart ached a lot as I read stories of incurable patients in various media. So I decided to become a researcher who studies incurable diseases and develops new drugs and technologies that can treat them. I want to be someone who works for someone else, because I think this is what biotechnology researchers should aspire to. Third topic, my role model. My role model is Dr. Yoo Il-han, who is the founder of the Yuhan Corporation. During the period of Japanese occupation, Korea suffered from a shortage of medicines, so many people died of illness. Dr. Yoo Il-han was shocked to see the poor health situation in Korea, so he abandoned the business he was originally doing in the United States and returned to Korea. He thought that there was a limit to improving the health of the nation by relying only on the imported medicines. So he began to manufacture medicines directly. Concluding the presentation, I would like to imitate the point that Dr. Yoo Il-han made an effort for society rather than his own profit. Like him, who worked hard to popularize medicines, I will continue to study biotechnology for everyone. Thanks for listening.
2학년 8반 김태원 학생 발표하겠습니다.
Hello, I'm Taewon Kim. Today, I will present about energy crisis and effective solutions for our sustainable future. This is a brief summary of my presentation. Have you ever imagined a world without electricity? Today, it is the most important thing in our life. By electricity, you can use electronic devices such as smartphones and computers. However, as electricity has become the most common thing, we are now too much indifferent to its waste. But the energy crisis is a very serious issue, and we should take action to prevent the excessive use of energy and save the environment. First, turning down air conditioner uses is a great way to save the energy. During the summer, we use the air conditioner most of the time and usually lower the temperature. However, this will use so much energy and contribute to an energy crisis. So, just simply raise your air conditioner's temperature by at least 1 degree Celsius, and you can save up to 4.7% of the energy. It might be uncomfortable and it looks like a very small thing, but this small change can make the world more sustainable. Next, you should check energy consumption efficiency grade when buying new electronics. The Korean government has started this policy since 1992. The government measures the electricity uses of the electronics and rates them in grades 1 to 5. A lower number means that the electronics use less energy than others do. According to related research, the energy consumption difference between grades 1 and 5 is as much as 40%. That means if you buy grade 1 products, you can save a lot of energy. It might be unknown to check the grade every time you buy new electronics, but your choice has the power to change the world. Lastly, change your home's light bulbs into LED bulbs. Unlike previous lights, in LED lights, the electricity is directly converted into light. So there is minimal energy loss. That means the LED lights are excellently efficient than any other previous lamps. If you use LED lights, you can save energy up to 50% more than fluorescent light and 80% more than incandescent light. Not even that, LED's lifespan is about 50 times longer than normal lights. So, you can not only save money, but also reduce waste and save the environment. To sum up, today, the energy crisis is getting worse year by year, and it's a very serious issue. As we are global citizens, it is our duty to save the world and keep the environment sustainable. Please remember 3 things to save the energy that I explained today, and with everyone's participation, we can make the world a better place. Thank you so much.
다음 발표자는 2학년 3반 김민석 학생입니다.
Hello everyone, and there's places. And you, looking for my presentation. This is Kim Min-seok. My topic in this presentation is risk. And full summary is as follows. So I'd like to start by asking you a question. What do you think will happen 10 years from now? A least life due to the development of society? Or a life replaced by the development of artificial intelligence? Or a dystopian life caused by global warming? Whatever it is, we have to anticipate the near future. However, the future is uncertain. So, should we work this uncertain phase only by our judgment? I think it's not right, because we have the leader, and we all could be the leader. Yes. So, I concluded the capabilities leader need to adapt to future changing society. Many people say they needed communication skills, job performance skills, or altruism to be the good leader. That's true. But I think this ability is really important for the good leader in future society, which is the ability to handle and understand the nature of risk. First of all, I think if society pushes profit in any way, it is a kind of enterprise, because the four major elements of a company are capital, labor, land, and management. And for example, society is a country that has a capital called national power, labor called people, land called territory, and management called politics. They were all formed to push profit, like company. So let me ask you a question. Do you take risk only means loss? My answer is no. Risk is not just a loss, it is uncertainty. Risk is an imbalance between loss and profit. I think, do you know the word high risk, high return, right? Yes. But you may not know the nature of this word. High risk, high return means that high return should be required when investing in high risk areas. If your best friend and I borrow money from you, your best friend's interest rate is going to be lower, but I'm going to be charged a higher interest rate than your friend. The same goes for society. When you invest in places where there is certain possibility, and where there are uncertainties, you need to demand high return where uncertainty is. This is high return, high risk, high risk, high return. This is the nature of risk. Leaders in future society must understand. So, how can we handle this risk better? I think as the ability to be sensitive to change. The world is changing even now. For domestic handicrafts to Nuanced constructs were motions, and simple motions were automated motions. And soon, AI might take over our work. In response to this change, a leader must be sensitive. In other words, a leader should recognize an issue that is uncertain to others as a matter of certainty. That's way to deal with risk. Investing faster and more uprightly. I believe we all could be the good leader in future society. Let's be the leader in future society. This is Kim Min-seo. Thanks.
네, 다음은 2학년 4반 김동미 학생입니다.
Hello, my name is Kim Dong-bi, and today I will talk about the problems related to global warming and solutions to them. And this is my summary of my presentation. First, what is global warming? In Korean dictionary, it defines the global warming as the rise of the Earth's temperature. And then, why should we be alert of rising global temperatures? If the temperature rises consistently, many problems arise, such as melting glacier, and many problems are already becoming a reality. For example, there was a forest fire in Australia in 2019. It made a very big forest fire. And the fire made a hail whose size as golf ball. And the hail made a flood. As a result, the land larger than the land mass of Korea was burned down. And the property damage is estimated to be about 80 trillion won. However, these are not all the damage that the Australian bushfire has caused. The outbreak of a swarm of grasshoppers in Africa and the flood damage in East Asia were also caused by Australian bushfires. Such catastrophe should never happen again. Then, what can we do about it to prevent such happens? First, I'll tell you about the things that you can do on a personal level. You can turn off the lights or unplug outlets that are not in use. This is due to the standby power, which is to supply electricity to the main components in case the next power is turned on. Also, you can reduce the food amount in the refrigerator. This is because it takes less energy to maintain the proper temperature when the food amount in the refrigerator is small. And you can reduce energy by using air conditioners and fans simultaneously so that fans can efficiently disperse air conditioner winds. Lastly, using products with high energy efficiency could be a good idea. Next, I'll tell you the social plan. The most urgent thing is the war. Last year, methane gas was released from the Baltic gas pipeline. To my surprise, the estimated emission was 500,000 tons. This is not all. Most military weapons and equipment use fossil fuels, and the fuel efficiency is very low. This gives us more reasons for us that the war must end quickly. Furthermore, many countries have to sign a climate agreement. By signing climate agreements such as Kyoto Protocol and Paris Agreement, you can create cohesion and get a sense of responsibility. This applies not only to the country, but also to enterprise. Businesses must also engage in carbon neutrality with environmental responsibility. At least, they should keep their plans. Today, we are trying to control the global warming. However, some are contaminating environment by throwing away trash carelessly, turning on the lights and going out, and not recycling properly. Like one bad apple spoils a bunch. One person can make a big mistake. So we should save energy in our daily lives. This is the end of presentation. Thank you.
2학년 4반 김동희 학생이었고요. 이제 마지막 한 명 4반 이현루 학생 모시겠습니다.
못했어.
Good afternoon. As you can see in the monitor, I'm Lee Hyun-bro from 2nd grade. And this would be my summary. When you think of great men in late Joseon dynasty, you will probably think of people like An Jung-geun or Ryu Kwan-soon, who devoted themselves to achieving independence of our country. These people and their efforts are well known to many people to the present day. There are, however, some great men whose efforts and achievements are not well known to us. Today, I would like to talk about a foreign man who dedicated himself to educating students in Joseon and sacrificed his life to save Joseon's people. Henry Appenzler, a Methodist missionary, came to Joseon in 1885 with his wife and other missionaries such as Mary Scranton and Horace Underwood. In October 1885, he established Cheongdong First Methodist Church, which martyr Ryu Kwan-soon attended. He also built a school where Korean students could learn many subjects, including English, Chinese, and math. I bet you'll feel familiar if you hear the name of the school. Peichui School, named by Emperor Gojong, was, in fact, a predecessor of the Peichui High School and Peichui University. Not only did he teach English to students there, but he also thought that it is important to enlighten the Korean public who are obsessed with Confucian ideas. So, he educated the students who could commit to their society later. In 1902, he was going to Mokpo by ship to attend a conference. On his way, his ship Kumakawa Maru collided with another ship called Hisokawa Maru. However, he delayed to escape from the ship to save his assistant and a Korean female student. Eventually, he drowned with his assistant and a female student. Reading this story, I was deeply impressed by his commitment and sacrifice. He devoted himself to educating Korean students who had not even been able to receive proper education because of Japanese oppression. He also made a great effort to change the memorization-focused teaching method to the one focused on comprehension. To thank him for his contribution to improving Korean modern education, Emperor Gojong bestowed a mother-of-pearl black lacquer 3-story wardrobe upon Appenzler, which is now exhibited in Appenzler Noble Memorial Museum in Seoul. At an early age of 44, he sacrificed his life to save 2 Koreans. Unfortunately, his dead body is still not pulled up. And mock tomb of Appenzler is located in Mapo, Seoul. In honor of his sacrifice, the Appenzler Memorial Hall was built and run in Suncheon. Let's talk about the Peiche School. They produced many independence activists such as Ri Seung-man, Kim So-ho, and Lee Eun-hyun. Learning about Appenzler, I felt great gratitude and respect for him. If I had been him, I would never have dared to sacrifice my life for someone from another country. As I dream of becoming a teacher, Appenzler's contribution to Korean students and his spirit of sacrifice taught me a lesson. Today, I've talked about Appenzler, an English teacher in Joseon, and a paragon of educator. And that's all I prepared. Thank you for listening.
까먹어 시간 끌려 무슨 배터리 올라가서
학생 발표는 모두 마치고요. 잠시 심사를 정리하는 시간을 가진 후에 순위 발표가 있고 시상이 있겠습니다. 교실 송출은 여기까지 하시면 될 것 같아요. 감사합니다. 네, 잠시 학생들 앉아 있고요. 지금 발표한 학생들 자기 소감 한마디씩 이야기 하도록 하겠어요. 발표한 순서대로 나와서 이야기할까요? 1학년 5반 장재영.
음악대 연습하러.
아, 그래요? 네네네. 그럼 전 상은 있어요? 네.
처음 해보는 그 영어 말하기 발표 대회라서 많이 떨렸고 다른 사람들 모두 엄청 열심히 하고 잘하셔서 네, 굉장히 뜻깊은 시간이었던 것 같습니다.
저는 아까 세 번째로 발표한 1학년 1반 김정욱이라고 하고요. 제 1학년 친구들과 2학년 선배들분의 좋은 발표 잘 들었고 2학년 선배들 분이 더 많은 경험이 있으셔서 PPT도 멋있게 하시고 발표도 너무 잘하셔서 배울 점이 많았던 것 같습니다. 감사합니다. 처음 해보는 말하기 때문에 좀 많이 실수도 하고 많이 열기도 하고 그랬지만 그래도 정말 특별했던 경험이었던 것 같고 2학년 선배분들 발표하시는 거 보고 정말 이분들처럼 내년에 또 도전해 봐야겠다는 생각이 들었습니다. 정말 뜻깊은 시간이었던 것 같아요.
네, 저는 2학년에서 마지막으로 발표한 2학년 4반 이현로라고 합니다. 일단 후배들이랑 제 동급생들의 멋진 발표 들을 수 있어서 정말 저도 감명받았고요. 만약에 리모컨이 고장났다면 제가 배상하도록 하겠습니다. 안녕하세요, 김태현이라고 합니다. 오늘 정말 발표 다 너무 잘한 것 같고 1학년들 너무 잘하더라고요. 2학년도 잘하더라고. 저도 잘하고 정말 좋은 기회였고 재미있었습니다. 수고하셨어요.
두 번째로 발표한 2학년 노현석이라고 하고요. 이제 한국말로는 발표를 많이 해봤는데 영어로는 발표를 처음 해보는 거라 많이 떨렸고 모두 다 열심히 참여한 것 같아서 저도 좀 좋습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 네 번째로 발표한 김유설이라고요. 제가 아까 리스크가 뭐라고 설명드렸죠? 몰라요.
리스크는 이제 불확실성을 뜻해요. 손실과 이제 이익이 잘 모르는. 제가 아까 리허설 할 때 진짜 개절었거든요. 근데 지금 이 콘테스트는, 이 스피치는 리스크예요. 여러분도 이렇게 리스크를 다룰 수 있어요. 여러분도 리더가 될 수 있어요. 감사합니다.
저 2학년에서 5번째로 발표한 김동이라고 하고요. 안에서 괜찮았는데 나오니까 너무 떨리더라고요. 좀 좋은 것도 있었지만 아쉽고요. 그래서 근데 1학년들 발표 너무 잘한 것 같고 감명 깊게 들었습니다.
혹시 친구들의 소감 뭐 듣고 한마디 하고 싶은 2학년 대표?
2학년 한마디.
쭉 갈까요?
모두들 준비하느라 고생하셨습니다.
수고하셨어요.
시험 끝나고 시간이 별로 없으셨을 텐데 이렇게 PPT 열심히 만들어주시고 이렇게 잘 외워서 이렇게 발표할 수 있다는 게 정말 대단한 것 같고요. 이번에 모두들 수고하셨던 것 같습니다. 정말 수고하셨습니다.
좋은 결과 있길 바래요.
잘 들었습니다. 주제들 정말 유익했습니다. 잘 들었고 열심히 준비하신 만큼 보상받았으면 좋겠습니다.
옆으로 이렇게 이제건 받으시라고요.
마이크가 안 돼요. 못해요. 거리가
발표하시는 분들 다 발음이 상당히 스근하고 멋있었습니다.
재밌게 잘 들었습니다.
열심히 준비하신 거 잘 들었고 좋은 결과 있길 바랍니다.
수고하셨습니다.
들었습니다.
정말 좋았어요. 잘 들었습니다.
잘 들었습니다.
멋진 발표 들려주셔서 감사합니다. 많은 걸 배울 수 있었습니다. 시험 끝난 지 얼마 안 됐는데도 불구하고 열심히 준비해 주셔서 잘 발표해 주셔서 잘 들었습니다. 영어를 못해서 내용이 이해는 못했지만 잘 들었습니다. 어쩌다 끌려가서 듣게 됐는데
네, 심사해주신 선생님 두 분 심사평 들어보겠습니다.
자, 아직 참가한
학생들하고 있는 거죠? 네. 정말 수고했습니다. 네, 정말 수고하셨고요. 지금 내가 3학년 담당하고 있는데 하여튼 여러분 1, 2학년 위주로 해서 아주 열심히 한 거에 대해서 굉장히 뿌듯하고요. 매년 실력이 확실히 더 늦는 것 같아요. 여러분이 역시 이제 외부의 글로벌적인 그런 감각에 많이 접해서 그런데 확실히 주제를 보면은 환경 쪽으로 많이 선택을 한 것 같아요. 그죠? 사실은 환경이나 뭐 에너지, 여러분의 꿈이라든가 역사는 빼고 이렇게 모여서 관련한 특이한 것도 물론 있지만 그게 이제 시험 여기 성적에는 반영은 안 됐습니다. 이 추세를 말하고 있는 것 같아요. 여러분 정말 수고했고 심사 기준은 궁금한가요? 내용이 적절성, 그 다음에 발음 및 그런 유창성, 그 다음에 태도, 상호 반응, 그 다음에 정확성, 문법이라든가 이런 정확성 이런 걸 기술로 해서 골고루 나눴습니다. 그렇기 때문에 지금 이제 성적은 거의 이제 나왔거든요. 여러분이 3학년 올라가서도 이 영어가 물론 이제 등급으로 바뀌었지만은 뭐 영어는 단순히 성적이 아닌 나중에 미래에 여러분들이 필수가 되고 있고 그죠? 영어 잘하는 사람이 굉장히 많아요. 그런데 이렇게 진짜 용감하게 자식에 나와가지고 말할 수 있는 영어를 말할 수 있는 사람은 그렇게 많지 않습니다. 자, 이렇게 되면 여러분 그 용기에 굉장히 박수를 쳐주고 싶고요. 많이 SNS, 유튜브 많이 보지만 그런 쪽으로 유튜브 쪽으로도 영어 관련해서 많이 관심을 가져주길 바라겠습니다. 하여튼 수고했습니다. 예.
친구 거 아니면 날라갔어. 던졌어. 갑자기 왜 날라가? 딱 하다가 누르려는데 짜증나니까 엎어졌네.
저도 심사평 잠깐 할게요. 3학년 담당이고요. 예, 여러분 이제 곧 만나게 됩니다. 2학년들은. 근데 다 약속이 난 것처럼 요약문을 다시 준비를 했는데 한글 요약본이에요. 그것도 아주 짧게. 그렇죠? 거기에 약간 스킬을 넣어서 마법을 부리는 거예요. 파워포인트로. 한글 요약본을 딱 보여주고 손짓 한번 딱 해서 영어로 딱 바꿔준 다음에 Today I would like to talk about this. 좋죠. 요거야. 요거. 전문가는 이렇게 합니다. 되죠? 그러니까 참가자들 중에서 오늘 내가 뭐 얘기할 거야 라고 조목조목 얘기를 하고 그 조목 얘기한 그 요약문을 끝에 가서 다시 한번 때려주는 거예요. 끝에 가서 제대로 때려준 사람은 있었어요. 분명 있었는데 아쉬운 거는 한글 요약본에서 끝났다는 거. 그거를 영문으로 싹 바꾸고 그 영문을 조금 더 조목조목 오늘 내가 이거 얘기할 건데 잘 들어줘 이런 식으로 얘기를 했으면 좀 더 좋지 않았을까. 이 부분이 약간 아쉽습니다. 그래. 그죠? 그러니까 다들 약속한 것처럼 그렇게 한글 요약본으로 딱 했더라고요. 근데 예, 그 부분을 만약에 추가한다면 또 좋았을 것 같아요. 그리고 여러분들 저는 뭐 딴 건 잘 안 보고 매너를 봤어요. 매너 있는 사람. 여러분 홍대문 가보면은 매너 있는 사람들이 써있죠? 매너 S 붙여야 합니다. 매너스 예의범절이에요. 그냥 S 빼고 매너 쓰면 방식이 돼요. 근데 처음 인사할 때 진짜 중요합니다. Hello everyone 하면서 인사하는 거. 처음 인사가 진짜 거의 반 먹고 들어가는 건데 그 부분에 대해서 여러분들 작년보다 훨씬 더 나아진 것 같아요. 이제 끝부분에 뭐 땡큐로 끝나는 사람도 있었고 땡큐 for listening to the last 이런 식으로 좀 길게 쓰는 사람도 있었는데 끝부분 인사도 중요합니다. 첫 인사가 중요하고요. 끝인사도 중요하거든요. 저는 딴 건 안 보고 말하기에서의 매너를 좀 많이 봤어요. 근데 여러분들이 작년보다 훨씬 더 많이 발전된 모습을 보여주셔서 굉장히 고맙게 생각을 합니다. 아마 내년에는 더 좋은 발표를 할 수 있을 거라고 기대하겠습니다. 여러분 수고 많이 했습니다. 고맙습니다.
잠깐만 기다려주면 결과 발표할게요.
치냐고. 이목한 날아가게 넘어졌어. 이목한 날아가고. 너무 내가 그거 파. 근데 이승만이 안 받아. 이승만에도 감사하다며. 소 좀 그만해요. 일단 못할 것 같아. 리모컨 던지고 한개 너무 나라니까. 야야 걸지 마. 안에서 괜찮았거든. 나가니 갑자기 진짜 뛰는 거야. 아니 그러니까 손이 그냥 날아다니는 손이 날아다니는. 그래 깜짝이 그랬어. 이거 아닌데. 나는 리모컨 연습하고 있어. 구름 만든다. 아, 그렇게까지 난 몰라. 진짜 몰라. 원래 오늘 같이 했거든. 내 리모컨이 좀 리모컨을 왜 던져가는 거야? 진짜. 아, 이게 아마
얘들아 자리에 앉아볼게. 이제 결과 나왔거든요.
오늘 안 도와주면 내가 그냥 터트려야겠다. 떨어뜨리기 좋은 소리였잖아. 그대로 나가서
그러면 수상자를 발표하겠습니다. 우리가 1등 1명, 2등 2명, 3등 3명, 그리고 장려상 1명, 여기 7명을 시상을 할 거예요. 13명 다 너무 수고했는데 시상은 7명만 아쉽지만 먼저 장려상 1, 2, 3등 그리고 장려상이에요. 장려상 박서준 지금 이 자리 없으니까 나중에 전달하겠습니다. 자, 3등 3명인데 먼저 김동휘. 네, 3등 2학년 김민석. 네. 또 3등 노현석.
못 받은 거 아니야? 못 받은 거 아니야?
2등 전상훈. 2등 또 한 명이 이현로. 네. 그리고 1등은 김태원입니다.
정말 감사합니다. 제가 1등을 하게 된 줄은 몰랐는데 사실 알았어요. 아는데 진짜 너무 감사하고 정말 앞으로 더욱 열심히 하도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
이걸로 시상을 모두 마치고요. 1학년은 이수정 선생님하고 유성원 선생님, 2학년은 연보라 선생님하고 제가 학생들 지도를 했는데 선생님들 말씀 짧게 듣고 마무리하려고 합니다. 네, 선생님.
일단 2학년 친구들은 작년에도 해본 친구가 있지만 1학년 친구들은 처음 경험으로 많은 친구들 앞에서 방송 송출까지 되는데 정말 긴장을 많이 한 거 이제 좀 여러분들도 감안해서 봐줬으면 하고요. 그리고 정말 열심히 했기 때문에 내년에도 꼭 참여해서 좋은 결과가 있었으면 좋겠습니다.
네, 취업 끝나고 지난주부터 정말 열심히 매일매일 했는데 상을 받고 안 받고를 떠나서 결과보다 열심히 한 과정이 중요하니까 유의미한 경험이었을 거라고 생각합니다. 네, 감사합니다. 일단 매년 이 자리에서 보면 여러분의 성장이 너무도 눈부셔서 감동입니다. 성장 많이 해주고 고맙고요. 여러 TS랑 여러 가지 겹쳐가지고 힘들었을 텐데 누구보다 열심히 노력해준 학생들에게 감사하게 생각합니다. 지금 대상받은 친구가 작년도 했었던 유경험자입니다. 1학년들 내년에 더 나은 결과가 훨씬 더 잘할 거라고 생각해요. 기대하겠습니다. 수고 많으셨습니다.
다들 너무 수고했고 그리고 연습할 때 보여준 모습보다 오늘 무대 위에서 보여준 모습들이 되게 더 놀라웠던 것 같아요. 그래서 여러분 보면서 되게 즐겁고 기쁜 마음을 많이 들어요. 오늘 심사 수고해주신 두 분 선생님 감사드리고요. 네, 지도교 선생님들 감사드리고
우린 심사만 했지만 저 지도해주신 내용은 정말 수고했으니까 다시 한번.
그리고 방송반 너무 고마워요. 네, 여러분 발표한 친구들은 아직 우리 정리하면서 좀 전달할 것도 있고 하니까 가지 마시고 방청 왔던 학생들은 교실로 가셔도 돼요.